Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ Uống ra. Quên rồi. Linh mới quên à.
Không.
Xin một rồi.
Chưa đâu mà hay là như vậy.
À. Chưa tới về trước rồi chị.
Đi.
Chưa bấm đúng lưỡi về trước rồi.
Blackheads, medically called open comedones, form when the opening of a hair follicle becomes congested by a compact mixture of sebum, skin oil, and dead skin cells, and then the exposed surface of that plug oxidizes and darkens, so the color is not dirt, and preventing blackheads is not about scrubbing harder, squeezing more often, or chasing constant extractions, but about keeping the follicle lining shedding normally, keeping oil flowing outward instead of thickening and sticking inside the pore, protecting the skin barrier so irritation and inflammation stay low, and reducing day-to-day triggers such as friction, occlusion, sweat buildup, hair product residue, and incomplete removal of sunscreen or makeup film. Because comedones develop gradually and clear gradually, the most reliable results come from a calm, repeatable routine you can sustain for weeks and months, not a short burst of intense treatments that irritate the skin and force you to stop. And the most useful way to approach prevention is to run a simple daily system. Remove films thoroughly at night, keep the barrier comfortable every day, protect from UV-driven inflammation daily, use 1 or 2 proven pore normalizing actives consistently at a tolerable frequency, and tighten a few background habits that quietly keep pores congested: pillowcases, phone screens, makeup tools, sweat, hair products, rubbing. The foundation begins with cleansing done correctly, because blackhead-prone routines often fail in one of 2 ways: under-cleansing that leaves film behind, or over-cleansing that strips the barrier. Both can worsen congestion. Under-cleansing leaves sunscreen, long-wear makeup, heavier moisturizers, pollution particles, and sometimes hair product residue on the skin, and those films trap oil and dead cells at the pore opening and encourage plugs to compact. Over-cleansing, especially when combined with hot water, harsh detergents, frequent alcohol-based toners, stiff brushes, gritty scrubs, or degreasing cleansers that leave skin squeaky, disrupts barrier function, and inflames the pore opening. Inflamed skin often sheds less evenly, becomes more reactive to products, and may produce rebound oil in response, creating the frustrating loop where the face feels oily and sensitive at the same time and pores clog more easily. Every evening, cleanse your face to remove sunscreen, makeup, sweat, excess oil, and daily environmental buildup. Use lukewarm water rather than hot water because heat increases redness and barrier stress. Choose a gentle, fragrance-minimized cleanser that leaves the skin comfortable rather than tight. If your skin is oily or combination, a mild gel or low-foaming cleanser usually removes excess oil without overstripping. If your skin is dry or sensitive, a creamy, non-foaming cleanser may feel better and still cleanse effectively. Massage the cleanser gently with fingertips for about 20-30 seconds, focusing on blackhead-prone zones such as the nose, sides of the nose, chin, jawline, forehead, and any area that tends to feel bumpy. Then rinse thoroughly. More pressure and more friction do not equal better cleansing, and aggressive rubbing irritates follicles. If you wear makeup or water-resistant sunscreen, add a first step to dissolve that film before your regular cleanser, because stubborn films can trap oil and dead cells at the pore opening and make blackheads more likely. This first step can be an oil cleanser, cleansing balm, or micellar water, followed by your gentle cleanser. The purpose of double cleansing is not to wash harder, it is to remove films efficiently so you do not have to scrub. If you use micellar water, saturate the pad, press and hold briefly rather than rub aggressively. Then follow with a gentle rinse or cleanser to remove leftover surfactants that can irritate sensitive skin. If you use an oil cleanser or balm, massage gently on dry skin, then emulsify with water until it turns milky and rinses clean. Then do your second cleanse. Residue left behind can contribute to congestion for some people. Avoid gritty physical exfoliants, harsh cleansing brushes, rough washcloth friction, and frequent alcohol-based toners as routine tools, because repeated micro-irritation at the pore opening inflames follicles and disrupts orderly shedding, which often worsens congestion over time, even if the skin feels extra clean temporarily. Morning cleansing should be individualized. Cleanse in the morning if you wake up oily, if you sweat at night, if you used heavier products before bed, or if gentle morning cleansing consistently improves clarity. If your skin is sensitive or easily irritated, a light rinse or very mild cleanse may be enough, as long as your evening cleanse is thorough and consistent, because the evening cleanse is the one that must reliably remove sunscreen and environmental film. The second pillar is moisturizing, even if you are oily, because skipping moisturizer often backfires. a dehydrated, compromised barrier becomes more reactive, sheds unevenly, and tolerates effective pore-clearing actives poorly, and reactive skin can clog more easily. Barrier support is not just comfort, it is prevention biology, because stable, comfortable skin is more likely to shed normally and less likely to develop chronic low-grade irritation that makes pores look larger and texture look worse. Choose a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer that supports barrier function and feels breathable. Helpful ingredients include glycerin for hydration, ceramides for barrier lipids, panthenol for soothing support, hyaluronic acid for water-binding hydration, and often niacinamide for barrier resilience and reduction of redness in many people. Apply a thin layer after cleansing, ideally while skin is slightly damp, to reduce water loss. If you get shiny easily, choose gel cream or lotion textures and keep the layer light. Moisturizing should feel comfortable rather than heavy, and it should reduce tightness rather than create a coated sensation. If you are using actives such as salicylic acid or a retinoid, moisturizer becomes even more important because barrier support improves tolerance and reduces the risk of irritation that can derail consistency. The routine that works is the routine you can keep doing. The third pillar is daily sunscreen. Broad spectrum SPF 30 or higher reduces UV-driven inflammation and long-term collagen breakdown that can make pores appear more prominent over time. And sunscreen is essential if you use exfoliating acids or retinoids because these can increase sun sensitivity. Consistent sun protection also helps reduce uneven tone and lingering marks that can make texture look worse, and calmer skin typically tolerates blackhead preventive actives more easily. Apply sunscreen generously. Many adults need roughly 2 finger lengths for face and neck. Spread it evenly and reapply during extended outdoor exposure. If you are outdoors for hours, reapply, and if you sweat heavily, to be practical, sweat plus sunscreen plus occlusion can increase congestion, so rinse or cleanse when possible and reapply. If sunscreen feels greasy and makes you want to skip it, try modern, lightweight fluid, gel, or oil control formulas until you find one you can use consistently. Consistency matters more than the brand, and a sunscreen you wear daily is far more protective than a perfect one you avoid. If you wear makeup, apply sunscreen first, let it set, then apply makeup. At night, remove everything thoroughly. Once the foundation is stable, gentle, cleansing, moisturizer, daily sunscreen. The most effective blackhead prevention tools are evidence-based pore-clearing actives, used patiently and correctly at a frequency your skin can tolerate long-term. For most people, the 2 best supported categories are salicylic acid, BHA, and topical retinoids, and the key is to introduce them slowly enough to avoid chronic irritation, because chronic irritation makes people stop, and stopping resets progress. Salicylic acid is oil-soluble, meaning it can penetrate into the pore lining and loosen the compact mixture of oil and dead cells that forms comedones. It also helps reduce the stickiness of shedding inside the follicle, which is central to blackhead formation. For prevention, a leave-on salicylic acid product in the 0.5% to 2% range is a strong choice, but success depends on sustainable frequency rather than maximum strength. Start slowly. Apply it 2 nights per week for the first 2 weeks, then increase to 3 nights per week if your skin remains comfortable, and only move toward every other night if needed and well tolerated. If your skin becomes tight, stingy, or persistently red, back off and rebuild. Apply salicylic acid at night to clean, completely dry skin. Damp skin can increase stinging. After applying, wait briefly, then moisturize. If you are sensitive, buffer by applying a thin layer of moisturizer first, then salicylic acid, then moisturizer again, or apply salicylic acid only to blackhead-prone zones like the nose and chin rather than the entire face. Some people prefer a salicylic acid cleanser, which can be gentler because contact time is short. That can be useful for for very sensitive skin or for those new to acids. But for stubborn blackheads, a leave-on often works better because it has more time to act inside the pore lining. Retinoids are the other cornerstone because they normalize how skin cells mature and shed inside the follicle, reduce microcomedones, the invisible precursors of blackheads, and improve texture over time. They help prevent new clogs from forming rather than only loosening existing ones. Over-the-counter adapalene 0.1% is commonly used for comedonal acne in many regions. Stronger retinoids may require a prescription depending on where you live. Retinoids work best with a low and slow introduction for the best balance of results and tolerance. Use a pea-sized amount for the entire face, not a pea per area, applied at night to completely dry skin. Start 2 nights per week for 2 weeks, then 3 nights per week, then every other night, and only if well tolerated consider nightly use. Using more product does not speed results, it increases irritation. If you are sensitive, use the moisturizer sandwich method. Apply a thin layer of moisturizer, then retinoid, then another thin layer of moisturizer. Mild dryness or flaking during the first few weeks can be normal as the skin adapts, but burning, persistent redness, cracking, or raw tightness means you are going too fast. Reduce frequency, add moisturizer only nights, and rebuild tolerance gradually. If you plan to use both salicylic acid and a retinoid, do not start them simultaneously, and do not layer them on the same night at first. Introduce one active, stabilized tolerance for 3 to 4 weeks, then add the second on alternate nights. A practical early schedule is retinoid on Monday and Thursday, salicylic acid on Tuesday and Friday, and moisturizer only on the remaining nights. Adjust later based on comfort and results. Many people do best with a retinoid as the long-term anchor and salicylic acid as a targeted booster once or twice weekly on the nose and chin, because this combination addresses both the follicle's shedding pattern, retinoid, and the oily pore environment, BHA, while keeping irritation manageable. Supportive ingredients can improve comfort and consistency, making it easier to stick with prevention long enough to see results. Niacinamide in the 2% to 5% range can support barrier function, reduce redness, and modestly help oil regulation for some people. It is not as directly pore clearing as BHA or retinoids, but it often improves tolerance and reduces the urge to overcorrect when skin feels slightly dry. Azelaic acid can help with inflammation and uneven tone and may help mild comedonal acne. Many people with sensitive skin tolerate it well, and it can be used once daily or several times per week, depending on comfort. Often on nights you are not using a strong retinoid early on. If you also experience inflammatory pimples along with blackheads, benzoyl peroxide can reduce inflammatory lesions, but it is less direct for blackheads than BHA and retinoids. If you use benzoyl peroxide, consider a cleanser, form a few times per week, or targeted use. Introduce it slowly, monitor dryness, and avoid stacking too many strong actives at once while your barrier is adjusting. Overloading the